What is it, Flipback? Today we're going to be talking about uh, the new Daryl Dixon Book of Carol. I believe we're on episode 5 now, right? I don't know, but anyway, um, let's talk about this. So I'm I'm not gonna try to do the whole talking about the episode in chronological order. I'm just gonna um just talk about it. So, because I don't remember how the episode went. So, this episode was all about getting Daryl and Laurent back to Ash, and there's a massive problem. What was it? They went back to that nightclub. I know that. They went back to that nightclub. Yeah, okay, sorry guys. Just distracted a little bit. They went back to that nightclub that has like all the strippers. It was hilarious. Seeing the people run around, just seeing the strippers distracting them. It was hilarious. But anyway, yeah. It was hilarious. The thing. So, I'm gonna try to do the whole recap thing. The episode starts off. I'm not gonna try to do that. The last thing that I remember how the episode playing out was that the pacifist guy was trying to find Laurent. He was in this like rooftop place giving his BS speech about how, oh, look at what the dead has us doing, living on rooftops and in sewers and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you killed people. Like, killing people isn't what makes you bad, but you know. So Tattoo Guy and Laurent get away. People were like clapping because I'm gonna call him Morgan Freeman. I don't remember his name. I was sure that Morgan Freeman was gonna die. Genuinely. I was like, shit, he's gonna die, isn't he? But no, he lived somehow, which I was expecting the pacifist guy to lose it, because a part of his face was twitching. So I was like, oh, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose his shit. But then the scene cut back to Carol and Daryl saving Ash from the car that he was stuck in. Found out that those variant walkers apparently kill other walkers. So, like, just have them. Just have them and keep them on, like, a leash or something to kill any zombie that's in your way. Like, let them out into the world, and then they'll eventually start killing the walkers. But I digress. So, they get back to the plane. Yeah, okay. They get back to the plane, but Daryl has to go back for Laurent, so then Carol and Ash stay behind while Daryl goes to go get Laurent. Laurent's at the nightclub thing, and Laurent's just like, I'm not going to America and all of that, because he blames himself for people's death, because everybody in his life dies, which, feel that, brother. I feel that. And Daryl's trying to convince him, but then they have to go on the run. They eventually escape to the catacombs, which in Paris, that's like a very haunted place. And then there was just like this massive fight. Everybody's dead except for the girl. I'm gonna tell you the most badass, but also kind of stupid way the pacifist died. The pacifist died because Daryl chose a skull. Like, Daryl had a knife he could have found to kill the pacifist, but Daryl, in the most badass way, used one of the catacomb skulls and bludgeoned the pacifist to death. And I was like, badass, but also, why? Because it had to look cool, that's why. Anyway. So yeah, all that goes down. It cuts to a scene of Carol and Ash. Carol admits that she lied about Sophia, which, stupid. Like, wait until you're back, but also that would kind of be shitty. Yeah, so then it cuts to the girl that was the right-hand man of the pacifist. They acted like it was such a massive reveal that she was still alive. Dude, tattoo guy just slammed her through to a wall. Obviously she's okay. So then it cuts back to the plane. Laurent sees the plane, is like, oh, awesome, cool, never flown a plane before. Ash gets all pissy. I genuinely think that Carol had a flashback to Eddie. Ed? Is that his name? Her old husband from like way back in the series. Because Carol was never really a flinchy person. But when Ash lost his cool and grabbed like a wrench and started smashing stuff on the table, Carol flinched, and I was like, damn! Okay, you're even scaring Carol, which is like, I thought that was impossible. But, yeah. So anyway, going on back to the end of the episode, Ash is like, well, bad news is that the plane ain't gonna fit 4 people. Which, I knew that they weren't gonna be able to bring everybody. So you'd obviously, and then that's when the episode cuts. Which you'd expect Ash to be the one to die. But I have a feeling that Laurent's gonna die. One, kids in the Walking Dead universe do not last long. I mean, look at Carl. I mean, he lasted basically the entire series, but died in the end. Henry built up his character so much, died in the end. Every kid dies. I'm really hoping that's different for Judith, because Judith is one of my favorite characters and has so much potential. Hopefully they don't waste it. But I just have a feeling that Laurent's gonna die. If not, then something that was hinted at in the episode is that Carol is gonna be abandoned. Or, for season 3, Daryl has to stay in Paris, which I would hate. I would hate that ending, because it's like, what was the point of any of this season if Daryl's just gonna stay in Paris? But then we would have a whole nother thing where Carol's in Paris, and, you know, just, you'd think that Ash is gonna die, but then we see Ash in the preview we see Ash in the plane with glasses trying to fly the thing. So Ash is surviving. So does Laurent ultimately decide not to come? Even though half of this, or basically this entire season, was built on the concept of him coming to America with them. But anyway. So yeah, that's the synopsis, sub whatever the fuck, whatever. That's my review. Overall, this episode was pretty good. I had stuff going on, so I had stuff going on during this episode. Wasn't 100% focused, but still, I focused enough to where I'm okay. But overall, episode was a 7 out of 10. Could have been better. Obviously, any episode can be better. But it was still a pretty cool thing. Highlight was getting smashed in the skull by a skull. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Sorry it was all over the place. Just a lot on my mind lately. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed.